any experienced reader or medium will tell you this, that reading for complete strangers, reading for someone who you do not know from a bar of soap, is much easier and usually gets far more impressive results, much clearer readings, more detailed information, more profound insights often, and more surprises that astound the sitter than when you read for yourself or when you read for relatives or friends, people who you know really well. There are a couple of really good reasons for that. Firstly, if you're reading for yourself or you're reading for someone you care about, you will have a lot more background information for them, right? You will know more about their story, you will know more about their character, you will know more about what's going on in their life around them. And with that comes judgments, with that comes preconceptions and beliefs and ideas about that person or about yourself if you're reading for yourself. And it is those preconceptions and those judgments, in fact, that distort a reading. Oddly enough, in my opinion, this is exactly why reading for yourself is the most powerful and necessary spiritual practice that you can engage in. And that is because when you are reading for yourself, all your fears, all your judgments, all your worries and phobias and anxieties will be mirrored back to you in that reading. And you might think, well, why is that a good thing? Experiencing that mirroring, becoming aware of these judgments and fears then is our greatest work. And by learning to struggle with these projections in a reading, and by learning to enter into a state of ever greater objectivity when we're reading for ourselves, we in fact do the great work of transforming ourselves, of liberating ourselves of our projections and our fears and our confusions, the things that hold us back, the judgments that would otherwise skew our natural intuitive wisdom. Because when we are reading for ourselves, of course, we are attempting to enter into communion with that flow of natural intuitive wisdom. And by practicing reading for ourselves, by practicing transcending the limitations that I just mentioned to you, we in fact grow, we in fact spiritually begin transforming ourselves in such a way that we're able to not only contact that flow of intuitive wisdom or the flow of universal intelligence which operates through a reading more easily, but we in fact learn how to liberate ourselves from the things that block that. By practicing reading for yourself and with each attempt getting better at it, getting better at overcoming those blinds that we so often experience, we are doing more than just becoming better readers for ourselves. We are in fact healing ourselves. We are in fact transcending the limitations of our own ego. We are in fact moving beyond the narrow confines of our limited perception, our limited judgment, the blinders that we put on ourselves with our intellect, the preconceptions that are put on us by society or our family structures. By in fact working through that when we read for ourselves in a truly intelligent way, in a truly spiritual way, we then transcend that material and enter into a more profound, spiritual, intuitive kind of wisdom that is very holistic in its perception.